Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi! My name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, it is Saturday morning here and I just woke up not too long ago. I wanted you guys to take a look at my skin. I just cleansed it. I have no skincare on whatsoever because of the treatment that I'm going to show you guys today. But take a look at my skin. It looks pretty darn good. And I really haven't been doing much to it. So last night we went to an event. It was a special event with some friends. I did have some wine and I had some really salty food. So I am retaining water in my face, but not too bad. So I woke up. First thing I did was, drink 21 ounces of water from my Dylan alkaline water bottle. And then I did some stretching to wake up my fascia and help with my posture. And now I'm here because it's time to perform my morning Oralift treatment. And I have been using Jane Mann's tips for the Oralift, and it has just made such a complete difference with my treatment. With the Oralift, it takes the Oralift to the next level. I'm going to link that video down below for you guys to watch and to incorporate these modalities with the Oralift. Check out her Oralift videos. She was the first person here on YouTube that has talked about the Oralift and also introduced me to the Oralift and made me curious and want to try it because it has really helped with her facial structure and the asymmetry of her face. And the things that help with the asymmetry of your face are the Oralift, muscle work, and fascia release. Those are the best things for working with the asymmetry of the face, and then microcurrent. So my skin actually looks pretty good. It is a little bit sensitive today because allergies here where I live in California are in full swing. Everything is blooming and I am feeling it. So for the last 2 weeks, my eyes have just been a constant state of peppiness. Well, ever since we got back from Hawaii, actually, ever since we got back, the moment we got back, my allergies just started to fully kick in. I am not taking any allergy medication at the moment. I really do not like to take allergy medication until I absolutely have to because it dries me out everywhere and I do not like that. And I'm constantly dehydrated. So I'm a little puffy. I am retaining some fluid here in my chest or in my neck. One thing I want to talk to you guys about, I did use the MBK Curve on my neck and my lower jawline and my chest this week. I was only able to use it once this week because my schedule, I just had a really rough week at work this week and it just really took a toll on me. Work has just been, I don't know, I'm just kind of rethinking my job and I'm just not happy, and I don't know, they just keep changing the schedule on me and letting me know last minute, and I just don't like it. I just don't feel like I'm valued as an employee, and we're in these times now where companies are laying off, and so they start not valuing their employees as much and just expecting way too much out of us, and there's no reciprocation. It's like, you're lucky to have a job now. And I just don't like that, but it is what it is until something else hopefully comes along. So that's enough about that. So as you can see, so I haven't lost any more weight. I'm starting to lose inches. And I just wanted to fill you in on this, guys. So here's the thing with my body type is that when I lose weight or when I gain weight, I gain it all over. And when I lose it all over. So even though I've lost 18 pounds, I notice it, but I don't really notice it like how I want to notice it. I've been losing a lot of inches now, so I'm starting to really see it. And you see it here in my face, but where I'm noticing the weight loss the most is that this is looking so much better. So this is my gobble gobble. So this is hereditary too. I've always had this all my life. My mom has it. It just runs in my family. But I'm noticing right in through here where my jowls are, they're looking so much better. My chin is coming back, and that is actually from the Oralift. My eyes are starting to look more open and awake. My cheekbones are becoming a little bit more prominent. Now, this last week, since I've been so stressed out from work, I have been clenching my teeth, clenching my jaw, and I wake myself up in the middle of the night, clenching my jaw. The Oralift has made me aware of when I'm grinding my teeth or clenching my jaw. I can't say that. So it makes me aware, and when I do it, I automatically catch myself doing it. But unfortunately, when I'm sleeping, I don't know how long I've been doing it for, but I do wake up. And so I'm so thankful for that. So this video, what I'm going to share with you today is these tips that I took from Jane Mann's video to help with your Oralift. Jane Mann is coming out with a new series. She uploaded one video from her new series, which is fabulous, and I'm totally in line with, and it's something that I've always, spoke about here on the channel. When we look at our face, we see these wrinkles and everything. Most of what we see in the mirror, people don't even notice. And she's going to bring up these great tips on how to make your body more fluid, because the more fluid you are with your body, you appear younger. It's like when you're like hunched over from poor posture, that's what makes you look older. So I'm sorry, I got cut off there. I am filming in my bathroom, so we're going to get, disturbed. But Jane Mann's new series is going to be great. Video number 1 is up, so I'll link it down below along with her Combining Modalities with Oralift, because that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to show it to you guys and what it does for my skin. But, everybody is so quick to throw topicals on their skin to help with their aging concerns, but it's much deeper than that. If you want to age gracefully, naturally, healthy aging, it comes from the inside out. And you got to make sure that you're hydrated properly, drinking enough water and fluids, getting those electrolytes and minerals in your body to retain that hydration. I do love these Dylan alkaline water bottles. They're amazing. These actually have a different alkalinity than if you were to buy alkaline bottled water. It saves the environment. This water has been so amazing for my skin, and it's pretty much all I drink now, with the occasional glass of wine or cocktail. I love them so much. I can't recommend it enough. It's doing amazing things for my body. It's not just my skin, but my gut health, and also my joints are starting to feel better. It helps with that. It's got magnesium in it. Magnesium and zinc help with your immune system, and silica and tourmaline. All those minerals together not only help with your overall health with immune support, gut health, antioxidant protection, but proper hydration and it lasting longer without any added sugar or sodium. So hydration properly, make sure your diet is in check, because if you want a great skin and to age naturally and healthy, you have to have a great diet. Proper fat, protein, and carb intake is important, especially if you're on a low-fat diet. If you're not getting the proper amount of fat in your diet, your skin lipid, it will reflect in how your moisture levels of your skin. The lipid barrier, protein. If you're not getting the correct amount of protein for your body, taking in the correct amino acids, it will reflect in how your skin looks. It will thin out, because in order to build that collagen, we need those amino acids from nutrients that we take in to help our collagen build, right? Exercise is so important. Stretching, you have to stretch, because one of the key things that ages us is posture. When we have poor posture from tight muscles, tight shoulders, it reflects in our overall look of our face. It affects our neck. It affects this area. Tech neck is so prominent in so many people these days. And it affects of how fluid you are. If you're always sore and tired and hunched over, it actually ages you and makes you look older than you are. And Jane Mann does talk about that in her new series. And I always bring it up here is that you have to stretch. You have to release fascia all over the body because everything is connected. It's just not in the face, the neck, and the chest, and the shoulders, and the scalp. It's everywhere in your body, and it will make you feel so good. And I'm really happy that Jane is coming out with this new series, because if you're not listening to me, maybe we'll listen to Jane. So next thing that is really important is muscle work. I would say work the muscles before any device. Make sure you're properly working those muscles, whether it be gua sha. The Anma is my favorite tool because not only are you working the fascia, but you're also able to do some lymphatic drainage and actually smooth and soothe that muscle tension with the spine. So what we're going to do today, let me get into this before I get too chatty here about this. So, I try to teach you guys, I try to show you guys everything that I'm doing to achieve healthy skin. Yeah, I have wrinkles. I don't have that much, because I've always worked the fascia. Now, I've been using a fascia tool on my face and my body since 2016. And I have to tell you, it is the best thing in the world. And when you work the fascia with a special tool, it brings blood flow and nutrients to the surface of the skin. It moves out those toxins and lymph, stagnant fluid. It opens up the channels. It hydrates the tissues. It hydrates the skin from the inside out. So not only is it bringing, hydration and nutrients to the muscles and the surrounding tissues, but it will also help with your skin too, releasing those muscles that are releasing the tension in the face, especially where you have those dynamic wrinkles forming from repetitive movement. It's amazing, and it will help with the asymmetry of your face, just everything. And it's so important to work this into your routine. Now, since my skin is feeling a little bit sensitive today, I'm going to start off with my red light therapy. I'm going to start off with the Qure because it's a 3-minute treatment. But first, I'm going to put on my Duro neck piece. Now, I've only performed LED light treatment a total of 3 times this week. This is going to be my 4th. Like I said, I had a really rough week this week, and every day that I came home from work, I was just so exhausted from all the stress I've been under. It's just, I don't know, guys. You know how it is when you work and it's not, you start getting treated bad at work and you just kind of, it takes a lot. I try not to let it bother me, but sometimes it does. This week I'm just really sensitive. So the Duro is a 10-minute treatment, so I'm going to go ahead and perform that. Now the Qure, 3-minute treatment. I'll do this. I'm going to throw on my Current Body red LED light treatment too. So here's the thing now. Qure made this post about how they're trying to promote this mask, and they were saying that facial massage with gua sha and jade rollers ruin your face. It breaks down the collagen and elastin and the hyaluronic acid in the face. I was so incredibly angry when they made that post. I reposted it in my stories, told them it wasn't true. I commented on it and told them, that they're spreading misinformation and creating fear-mongering, and they should rethink that post. And they did take it down within a few hours. But I don't really like the way that they're marketing this. I do like the mask. Besides their fear-mongering marketing scheme that they pulled this week, I do like this mask. I think it's great. It's one of my favorite LED light treatments. But I was really turned off by that marketing post that they made. And yeah, it was not good. And it rethinks me, demonstrating this on my channel. But like I said, I really, really love it. I think it's a great mask. Works great for me. But just that marketing was pretty disappointing. And this is part of the New You series, and I'm just being 100% real with you guys because I can do that. All right, so I'm going to put on my Qure mask, and I will be back in a few minutes, and we'll start off with this treatment. Sorry for the chatty intro, but it is what it is. See you in a few. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I went to use my Current Body lip perfector, but I have to charge it. The battery's dead. So I just did the Qure mask. I still have a few minutes left with my Aduro, so I'm gonna leave it on for this next part of this video. So updates. If you watched my last video with my favorites, I mentioned I was having issues with my droplet. Well, my device has completely malfunctioned. It's not working. So I put the capsule in there, I turn it on, let it cycle through, nothing comes out. The product just leaks here from the bottom. Then I turn it off, turn it back on again, let it run through the cycles. And on the second cycle, I use lip plumper mode and under eye mode so lip plumper mode for the lip plumping, under eye mode all over my face with the collagen capsules. When I turn it back on, let it cycle through, the mist will finally start to come through and spurt out on the second cycle. So I reached out to them. They're sending me a new device along with some replacement collagen capsules because I've wasted quite a few lip plumper capsules and quite a few collagen capsules from trying to get this to work. And I have to tell you, I love my droplet, and I love it even more so, working with them and using this device because they are a company that truly stands by their product. You know, they don't have to give me a new device, but they're going to. And, every time I reach out to them, if I have an issue, problem is solved. They have the best customer service I've ever experienced besides Plume Science. So I wanted to bring that up. Another thing I'm going to be getting into, so I do micro needle my skin once in a great while, but I haven't micro needled for a while. And I was inspired by Jody, Lynn, and Mira from Skin Science, Mira, to get back into medical microneedling. I could really use that right now. And Jody Lynn did such a fabulous series on microneedling at home. She did amazing, and she took tips, from Skin Science Mira. So Skin Science Mira, she is an amazing, amazing person, you guys. She is so intelligent. If you guys love science and you love skincare, you will love Mira's content if you're not already following her on Instagram. Here on YouTube, she doesn't really do much YouTube these days because she is going to school for nursing, and her schedule is just too crazy. But she does have a Facebook group that is for you guys who are into skincare science and skincare routines and products and helping you figure out your routine. It's called the Skincare Forum. I highly recommend it. She's just an amazing person, and I want to give her a shout out. But she has great videos on microneedling. She follows the Dr. Shadowfield method, which is the same method that Jody Lynn just did videos on. But if you're into microneedling at home, I would recommend following those two with their treatments because they did an amazing job. So I picked up this adjustable Dr. Pen Dermastamp. I've used rollers in the past, and I want to try the stamp. It looks so much easier, and if I like it, I will do a video on it. And I also picked up this anti-age home microneedling solution. This is a growth factor solution. So I will probably demo these first, but let me get my microneedling routine down. So I wanted to show that to you. I do have my new partnership, and it's good to go. I'm going to be filming that demonstration video today, and the rest of that video will hopefully go up on Monday. It's a treatment that I have to do to my skin. So and I want to demonstrate it because I have been loving this treatment and what it's been doing for my skin. Today's gonna be my third time performing it, and I will be filming that demo for this today. It's an aggressive treatment, and I like to perform it in the evening because I just want to let the products that I'm gonna put on my skin just absorb into my skin. I don't want makeup or SPF to interfere with my skin after. All right, so let's get into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is we want to loosen up our scalp and our neck, but I'm going to go in without any product. I'm doing this on bare skin, and I'm just going to start out with my chest and opening up my lymph here, releasing any sort of blockages that I have. And this isn't going to be too long of a treatment, so we're just going to do that. You always want to start out on your chest when you're using the Anma for fascia release, because you want to open up those lymph channels to release stagnant fluid, and the chest is always the best place to start. And you don't have to spend a lot of time here. Now for this treatment today, I wish I had the MyoLift Tri-Wave and the Jane Mann lift, because it would be so much better for this. Hopefully soon I will have those in my hands and we can start, testing them out. I think it's going to be an amazing treatment. Okay, so now that I opened that up, I'm going to take my other Anma that I've dedicated to my scalp, and I'm gonna start working my scalp here, especially right here in the back of the neck, those occipitals. We're just gonna do a quick release. Hopefully spend, it's gonna be a little bit longer because I'm talking to you guys as I'm performing this. But we're going to spend hopefully just a total of 5 minutes doing this. I really want to break up some tension in my neck, as I feel like I'm holding onto fluid, and a bit in my jawline too. And we always should start out with working the fascia in the chest and in the scalp. And releasing it in the scalp is so important for your overall treatment because, like I said, they're all connected. And sometimes with the Oralift, because we are working on, changing our facial structure or resetting it back to the way it was before, like when we were younger, you do get, some tight muscles, and it's completely normal, because we're working within the muscles and the bone structure with the Oralift. And loosening up all these muscles and making everything more fluid before your Oralift treatment, it makes such a huge difference. It helps them become more relaxed and receive the treatment better. So think of it as, like when you're going to the gym and you're working out. I used to be a personal trainer, and we would always start out with lengthening those muscles, right? By doing some dynamic stretching and also foam rolling. And it just makes your body more fluid before you perform your workout. And then after workout, you do like a good stretch session to release additional tension in those muscles. So make sure you are getting in some stretching and lengthening over the whole entire body. Now, I do have a lot of tension here in my temples and all around in my hairline here. So we're just gonna loosen it up a little bit. I can do this for 10 minutes, but I'm not gonna spend that much time on it. So here it is right now. And I'm done with that. So I'm just going to loosely put up my hair really quick. And use my favorite Hawaiian clips. It looks like a blue plumeria. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the neck. So I'm gonna take the spine and put it right back here on my occipital. And I'm just gonna do some little twisting movements, kind of like a deep fascia hold. And I'm just going to twist in here to kind of loosen up that occipital and that muscle in there. And then I'm going to take it down here where my sternomasculoid is, and I'm just going to put some pressure on it here because I always get tense in here because I've been working on my posture, but if you guys remember, I was in a motorcycle accident. You can lean into it too. And my body's wonky. So it's always like something I'm always going to have to work on. And I feel a lot of tension. And for me, when I put pressure on my sternomasculoid, I feel it down into my shoulders, which I have to go in with a lacrosse ball and release some tension in there. I'm just working my way down, just doing a quick release. Again, my skin is bare. I'm just gonna go up like this. Okay. Then I'll just come over here, do a quick release. Feel if I have any tension. I always get tension right here in my jaw from the Oralift. And so I like to either take my 2 fingers here at the same time and press here for a few seconds. I feel it. And that's perfectly normal for the muscles to be tense like this when you are performing your Oralift treatment. It happens. And you just have to be consistent with releasing that tension. And if you are, you will get better results from your Oralift device. That's where those deep fascial holds come into play. I also like to take the spine and come over here and see if there's any tense spots, like right here. There's tense or tension. So I'll just press and hold here for a few seconds. And then I'll come back behind my jaw, press for a few seconds. And then I'm gonna come up underneath my cheek area. Just press for a few seconds. Okay, I'll do the same thing over here. Oh, this feels amazing. I love my Anma so much. Best massage tool ever created. The side is always tenser because it's my right side. You know, we do everything. If you're right-handed, you do everything on your right side. If you're left-handed, you'll probably feel more tension on your left side. Oof, that one is really into my shoulders. So probably after this, I'm gonna go in with my lacrosse balls and do some deep fascial holds for those to release those knots that I have. So with the MBK Curve, I wanted to give you guys an update. So I think it's Rhonda who left me the comment from my last video saying that she charged her device overnight, but she finds that if she charges it like a couple hours before her treatment, it'll help the battery last longer. My issue was I was just putting it directly into a wall USB charging point. So what I did is I took a USB charging block and I plugged that into the wall and I charged my MBK Curve overnight. And then I charged it again right before I used it, and it lasted through the whole treatment. She was saying, I guess there is known issues with the battery for the MBK Curve. I haven't heard anything, but if you guys are having issues with your battery on the MBK Curve, make sure you reach out to the company that you purchased it from and see if they can help you with that issue, especially if it's still under the warranty. Yeah, this side's definitely a little bit more tenser. So this is what I've been doing is before my treatment, I'll just go around and release some of this additional tension that I have. Okay. And I'm just doing this quickly. You can do deep fascia holds if you'd like. See, I've been working on releasing my tension and this is looking so much better. That's been like my main focus, is really doing my Anma. It just has made such a huge difference in my skin, that to where no other device could make a difference. My 3 favorite things to really use for my skin modality wise is my Anma for fascia release and muscle work, red LED light therapy, and microcurrent. I love radio frequency too, but I just, red LED light therapy, microcurrent, and the Anma, totally my favorite modalities. And I love using the MBK Curve on my neck area and my jawline, because I feel like after that one treatment, especially the next day, I noticed that my jawline looked more defined. I had less fluid retained in here. Everything was a lot tighter. So the MBK Curve is amazing for your neck and your jawline. It really does help sculpt it out. I noticed, like, just with one use, more of a difference than using just a regular radio frequency device, because radio frequency, it works with the skin in tightening it. The MBK Curve has several different modalities in here, and it's better at releasing that stagnant fluid that collects right in here, which makes your double chin appear more. It makes it look like you have jowls. And I just love all the modalities in here. You have biomechanical massage, red LED light therapy, radio frequency, and ultrasound. And it just, all 3 of them together work really well. And when I perform this treatment, I just use this device that day. I don't use any additional red LED light therapy, no other radio frequency, and I skip microcurrent. And for this treatment, I'm gonna start incorporating it every other day. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So now we're gonna perform a quick surface fascia release using the Anma with the Oralift in. So I'm gonna rehydrate my skin with the 7E Replenish Mist. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Restore Conductive Gel here, and I put some on my little spatula here, and I'm just going to apply this all over my skin. Well, I'm just going to start off on this area because we're going to work this side first with the Anma. Okay, and then when I get to using microcurrent, all I have to do is use the Replenish Mist. So I'm going to pop in my Oralift, and it's going to sound funny now going forward for me talking, but this is going to be a quick treatment. Here we go. Start off with the Anma, and I'm just going to go lightly underneath my jawline here. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for the fascia release. And when you perform this treatment, it's going to feel so good. So I'm up to 45-minute wear time with my Oralift. 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening every third day. And I may reduce it by a few minutes because I am getting a lot of tension in here. And when I perform the Anma with the Oralift in, I really, really feel it. But try this out with your Oralift in. It will be amazing. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up those muscles and lengthen them with microcurrent. So I will be back with my microcurrent device, and we're gonna perform that treatment with the Oralift in, and it's going to be amazing. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so now we're gonna perform our microcurrent treatment with the Oralift in. So let me explain this for you first. So you can use any microcurrent device you would like for this part of the treatment. I choose my Myolift devices because they have that waveform, either stretch in the QT or erase mode in the mini, which is going to lengthen that muscle and release that fascia tension. Stretch and erase on the Myolift devices, they work in the fascia to release that tension. That's why they have that mode for those dynamic wrinkles. It releases the fascia tension. So we're gonna perform that, but like I said, you can use any microcurrent device you'd like. In Jane Mann's video, she's using the Qure Blend Mini. So if you have the Qure Blend Mini, if you have the Foreo Bear, those would be great devices to use if you don't have any of the Myolift devices. So what we're gonna do is I already set mine up for app-free mode. So I set it on stretch at 250 microamps. If you have the mini, you can use level 1 and decrease the intensity if you'd like. You could play around with it and see which works better for you. We are working in the deeper cheek muscles. I could probably get away with, working at level 2, but I'm keeping it on the lower side. Now, I'm going to repeat each movement a total of 6 times. So you could do this like 6 or 8 times. And we're going to start off at the cheek. And I'm going to assist because I am using the QT. I'm going to hold the top of my cheekbone and I'm going to take the QT right under. And we're just going to go down for 6 times. Move to the center, go down for 6 times, and work this one for 6 times. Oops, I turned it off. And then we're gonna go and work our jaw line by hugging our jaw with this for a total of 6 passes. And that's it. And you're going to perform this treatment with your Oralift in because we're working on lengthening those muscles while we have this in to help release that tension and to help with your treatment. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. It's gonna sound funny when I've been talking, so I'm sorry, I'm gonna try not to talk. Okay, here we go. Rehydrate the gel. Okay, and then we're gonna turn on my QT. And it's good to go, so here we go. If you have the mini, you do not have to assist. You just take the probes and pull them apart, or you could hold one probe here and then take the other one and go down. Okay, so here we go. It feels so good. Oops. Okay. I'm going to take this a step further, and I'm going to work around my lips, and I'm going to work around my chin. It's really going to help. So let's do that. what I did, it's on stretch mode. So I did 5 circles one direction, 5 circles the other direction. 6 passes here, 6 passes here, 6 passes here. This works if you have the Myolift QT or the Myolift Mini on stretch or erase mode. I wouldn't perform this with regular microcurrent. Well, I mean, you can. You just want to make sure that you set the ampage down low. This works really great with the Myolift QT or the Mini because we're working on with the erase or stretch mode, which is meant to lengthen those muscles to release that fascia tension, where most other microcurrent devices, well, all of them besides the Myolift devices, don't have that mode, and it's all about lifting that muscle, you know, shortening it. So you can try it and see if you like it, but it may create some additional tension in the area since it's not the same waveform as stretch or lift. All right, so now we're gonna work our jawline. So I'm gonna rehydrate the skin. Okay, here we go. If you want to assist, you can hold. All right, looks pretty good, right? All right, so I'm gonna do the other side and we will be finished. I forgot. When it's on app free mode, you have to wait for the time limit to go up to turn off, or you just plug it back on your charger and it will turn off. All right, so that is the treatment, guys. You have to try this and let me know how you like it. I'm gonna list Jane Mann's videos down below. You will find them so helpful, and that's where I pulled all this information from. I hope you enjoy it. And like I said, for doing these cheek lengthening and the jawline lengthening, you can use any microcurrent device of your choice. Having something that has these 2 prongs on it to where it fits perfectly on your jawline here, and it's a lot easier for you to perform these movements. So it doesn't matter if you have a Myolift device, any microcurrent device will suffice for this treatment. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, And yeah, it's great to see you guys. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. And I will have my new video out with my very new device that I've been loving and using on my skin with a whole treatment protocol and introducing my partnership, which I'm so excited about. All right, I will see you in the next one. I'm sending you all so much love and light and big virtual hugs. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. See you later.